I look like Rudolph.
Me?
No, I do. Unmute it.
Okay.
I've learned we should start giving it a second so that way.
Yeah.
Guys, I lost my dog. She's still not found to the 0 people. Oh, 1 person. Hi to Teal43. No, we will not arm wrestle. Hi, Denise. Hi, C and D's me. Julie Welch. No. I will not arm. I am strong. Thank you. All right. Julie is going to let you know what is grinding her gears. Let's see.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Bridgeton, Missouri, the home of Stamping Out Disease and Saving Lives. It's super cold here today. Bunny's got her coat on. She looks super cute. I just took her outside, and I actually wore a coat today because of why can't I get my doctor's office on the phone? If you're a patient here, you can get your doctor's office on the phone. But understand, I have 25 staff people to support 1 MD. So we have lots of people to answer the phone, lots of people to give infusions, give injections. But I think it's a little unusual that you can get me on the phone. I wanted to tell you guys a little story about what happened to one of my staff members this morning. So understand that we provide like as much care as we can for our staff so that, you know, for simple maintenance medicines, somebody has an earache, one of the mid-levels will look at their ears and prescribe a prescription if needed. But one of my key staff members is a medical assistant in my infusion room. And she has been trying for multiple days to get her OBGYN on the phone because she's having some problems, right? And she's in a ton of pain. She's still coming to work. And this morning, she and my in-charge nurse called her OB's office multiple times. They left messages. They even pressed the I'm a physician button and left a message. It's all voicemail all the time. So why can't patients get their doctors on the phone? Well, it's probably because they're understaffed, they're underpaid, and the administrative burdens are burying doctors' offices. So what did we do? I had to find multiple people, and this little lady, Claudia, I said, you get on the phone with your OB's office and you get her an appointment this morning. And if that can't happen, then I'm going to have Dr. Bach text one of his medical school classmates and say, I need help and I need to get this patient, my staff member, in today. Now Claudia here was able to get on the phone with her OB's office and made an appointment for our staff member, Maya, and she's there right now. She got her an appointment at 10 a.m. So why does it take an act of God to get anything done in this day and age? It's the insurance companies. However, you know things are bad in healthcare when a physician's office can't get the patient that works here can't get her own doctor who she's established care with for the last couple of years. They won't even call her back. So one of the things that is really upsetting to me is the prior authorization burdens. What's that?
Get him, Julie.
Oh, I did not have my microphone on today.
Dana G, can you help?
What's Dana G? Can she help us?
She is. She's gonna...
Okay, this is... Oops, how does this work? This is the prior authorization shuffle. I think this is the reason why my staff member can't get her OBGYN's office on the phone because of all this nonsense. This is 22 steps that go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth between the physician's office, the pharmacy benefit manager, which we all know I hate them, and the insurance company. You know, when we can't, as physicians' offices, even get our own staff the care they need, like this is like wackadoodle. Like, how is anyone, just a regular run-of-the-mill patient, able to navigate this mess if we can't even get it done? Luckily, we got it done because I start calling in favors, and this one, I made her get on the phone until we got it done. But, you know, how many offices have 25 support people for one physician? Well, that would be me, because We have to have our patients be able to get in touch with us. We're dealing with chronic conditions. Most of our patients have, more than 3 chronic conditions. So it's just, we are advocating for whatever we need to do. So my staff member needed to go to an OB. By God, we got her into an OB this morning at 10 o'clock. That's what we need to do. I don't know how this crappy system called healthcare gets changed other than direct care. Direct care with the self-funded employers contracting directly with the physicians and the pharmacists doing the actual work, and cutting out the middleman that are doing nothing but driving us nuts. This is not utilization management. Utilization management is a made-up word on we need all the money and all the profits for the insurance company and the PBMs. Utilization management is garbage. What we need is access to care.
So I've had people ask, how is it beneficial to the employer to do direct care?
Okay, so the employers, the self-funded employers, they have the same goals as I do and as you do, the patients, okay? They want to provide good care to their employees and their employees' families so that they can continue to work and they can continue to live their best lives. So their goals and our goals are aligned. The goals that are not aligned are the insurance companies and the pharmacy benefit managers. What you need is to have trusted partnerships, okay? People trust me because I do what I say I'm gonna do, and you ready for this one? This is a crazy concept. I'm accessible. You can call me, you can tweet me, you can send me a carrier pigeon. This office will respond, and this office will respond timely and quickly. At 6 o'clock this morning, and almost every morning, what I do when I'm having my coffee, I sit and I open up my laptop and I do all of the prescriptions that have flooded in from the night before, because patients need their medicine. I don't have to do that. I want to do that. I want to do that because our patients need their medicine and I don't need another barrier. So you'll never see a prescription in this office that comes in from a pharmacy for a request that isn't addressed within 24 hours. Even on the weekends I do this because it's just what I do. It's just my jam. So if we don't empower the employers and the physicians and the pharmacists doing the work to just get it done, and we put all of these roadblocks, these 22 steps to prior authorization, it's just delays and denials. So I don't think I answered your question. Your question was,
how will employers benefit?
Employers will benefit because their patients and their employees will get their medicines, the right medicine for the right patient at the right time. We are not one size fits all. We're not even one size fits most. What a medicine that works for me won't necessarily work for Claudia. And I don't know if it's going to work for anyone else. It's a trial and error process. This is the practice of medicine. There are real clinical reasons why Dr. Bach and the clinical team here write prescriptions for an individual patient, and it's so ridiculous. Every single time we start a new patient, we see a new patient, we have to look through the funnel of the insurance company and see what's on their pay-to-play list.
Are there any statistics about prior auths and delay care causing unnecessary deaths?
Well, I'm sure. I don't, in God I trust, everyone else bring proof. Here's the thing. Anybody can make up a survey, and whoever pays for it, like PCMA is the pharmaceutical, lobbyist group for the pharmacy benefit managers. They've got all these statistics that, all the independent pharmacists are doing great. They're not. They're folding up shop right and left because of the DIR clawbacks that the pharmacy benefit managers do. But if you ask the pharmacy benefit manager lobbyists, they're going to say, we've got all this data and statistics that say the independent pharmacists are doing great. False. Anybody can create data to create their own narrative. It's like, tell me what you want the narrative to be and let me come back to you with data. So I can only do what I know, and what I know for sure is every patient's an individual. They're not one size fits all, and everybody's a patient. So we're all stakeholders in this. So the people that are not responsible, are not responsive, are pharmacy benefit managers and insurance companies. Everyone has had a horrible time trying to get them on the phone. Everything is fax. This is like 1979. Tons and tons of nonsense, tons and tons of administrative burdens, all for what? All so they can say no. Also, it's just all one size fits all, and that's what we got to change. So what we need to do is let doctors go back to making clinical decisions and not having to jump through all these hoops, and let the pharmacists go back to doing their important roles of making sure the medicines and the entire picture of the patient is appropriate for that patient, and stop making everything about insurance companies and PBMs.
How did PBMs get as much power as they have? I know people say they negotiate and make it more affordable for the patient. Is that true?
No, it is not true. Is there anybody that has anything nice to say about a pharmacy benefit manager, Optum Rx, Express Scripts, or CVS Specialty that is not being paid by them, that is not employed by them? I actually have, I had a couple of patients that were not Optum, they were Express Scripts employees here in St. Louis, because we're the headquarters for that GM job. And when we terminated our Cigna contract in August, after 30 years of being providers, we had to have the patients move to different rheumatologists. And I had multiple Express Scripts employees say, listen, I know that they're not going to let me stay here. They're not going to let me, get care here. I don't even want to mess with it because they're all terrible. These are people from the inside. I see you. I see you, PBMs.
Juesd161 said, I have to know what the issue is with Express Scripts. The inside company I work for just switched to them as our pharmacy benefit manager.
Well, listen, your pharmacy benefit manager is not there to help you. Have you ever tried to call them? Why don't you just do that? Get on the phone. It's press 1, press 2, press 9, and then all of a sudden you're talking to someone in India with a chicken in the background, and they're like, we don't have a profile for you. It's not just them, it's all of them. A pharmacy benefit manager is supposed to adjudicate claims, okay? That means that they're supposed to figure out what you owe for the prescription. But let me tell you something. As an employer and as a patient, all of my staff members that have our insurance, which happens to be Anthem, we all cash pay our maintenance medicine because it's cheaper than going through our stupid insurance, okay? And so why is it cheaper to cash pay your maintenance medicines instead of using your insurance? That's the pharmacy benefit manager at its finest.
Also, I think people are getting, they get a little confused when they see how much on their explanation of benefits the office visit was and how much their insurance covered. Can you kind of explain?
Sure. So, medical billing is just this opaque, non-transparent, layered nonsense, okay? So what do we get for a new patient, 99204, which is a new patient level for a visit of a complex patient? We get approximately $150, okay? That is 45 minutes of Dr. Bach's one-on-one time with the patient. That pays for 24 staff members to do all of the scheduling, the prior authorization, to keep the lights on. The rent here is insane. I've got 4,400 square feet. This is a real small business, right? So that is not very much for us to be paid for the work we're doing here. But what do we have to bill? The insurance, we have to bill them like $550, and then they discount everything, okay? And then I have to pay my billing team 4.5% on every claim they collect and they bill, right? So it's like 27 cents of every $1 that is put out in the healthcare system goes to the doctor doing the work. Where's the rest of it going?
So the copay, whenever a patient has a $75 copay, you don't make that decision?
I absolutely have nothing to do with your insurance company and what your copay is. And you know what? If you're a patient and you have a $75 copay, you know what you probably should do is you probably should say, hey, I'm just going to cash pay a follow-up visit because that's what we get is $75 if we're lucky. So why even use your stupid insurance if it's equal to what a cash pay price is? Without the cash, if you pay cash, we don't have to deal with the billing. We don't have to deal with the denial and the clawbacks from your insurance company. This is what needs to happen. We need to get the physicians doing the work and the self-funded employers together so that people that are buying healthcare and people that are selling healthcare can show their prices and shop. I'm not the only game in town. There's lots of options, okay? I know every rheumatologist in town because there's always more rheumatology patients than there are rheumatologists. So I'm all for free market competition.
That brings up quality too, right? Because you're not just focused on seeing as many patients as possible, you're focusing on treating that patient.
Well, right, and we also have multi-generations of patients because this tends to be a family disease, right? So if the daughter has it, we actually have a patient in here right now that she's been a patient for a number of years, and she has her daughter in here, and they're seeing Dr. Bach right now. You know, it's your family medical history kind of drives what's going to happen next with you.
So they're stuck with us lifelong.
Yes, yes, you are. You are. I mean, and here's the thing, when you build a relationship with a rheumatologist or any physician, like, that builds trust. And when you call us, we answer the phone and we take care of you. And these trusted partners, you really have to look at what these PBMs do. If you can't get them on the phone and you can't get resolution, why are they trusted partners? Oh wait, they're not. And the other thing is, with a pharmacy benefit manager, if you have to be mandated to use them, that means you don't have a choice. You can't shop for your medicines. Now you can go to an independent pharmacy and ask for a cash price on a maintenance med. You can call Mark Cuban at Mark Cuban Cost Plus. His whole thing is cash pay prices because the insurance companies are completely running this jam job into the ground. I want to have patients be able to shop. Just like you shop for groceries, you know, I don't want to be told you can't go to Aldi. You have to go to Schnucks. I want to shop. I want to see the quality, and there are some items that I will absolutely buy at Schnucks. But the majority of my grocery shopping is done at Aldi. I think their produce is amazing. And I am the consumer. I'm in charge of my own money, and I want to shop. And so I want healthcare to be able to be shoppable.
We love a good bargain. Okay, are there any other questions except for Tatil? Everyone besides that. All right.
Have a great holiday, everyone. Fiddlesticks.
Whee! Oh.